There's a Coco. Die! He has a pony. Hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, we're going to be going towards Kakariko Village, way off of that direction. But first, there's a shrine over there that I want to go take care of real quick, because there you may notice that there isn't exactly a teleportation area to the stable itself. Instead, there's usually going to be a shrine located near the stable that will allow you to teleport it whenever you need to. And I want to activate this right now so that I don't have to do it later, because it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to backtrack here for recording the Sidequests video if I don't do this right now. Skip! And welcome to The Water Guides You. This right here is a pretty great tutorial for the Cryonis rune. We got that also with the rune that we found this in, but I think this one introduces some more interesting gameplay mechanics that we can use with this ability. So you'll see that a lot in game development, or in game design, where you'll see a tutorial area that gives you the bare minimum of the things that teaches you the basic gameplay mechanic, but then you'll see something else that's also like a tutorial that's a little bit more advanced. In this area's case, we have the ability to stop a falling rock boulder circle thingy with Cryonis. But that's also a teeter-totter over there, so we're gonna need to set up another... Excuse me, Cryonis. There we go. That's just sarcastic. That is sarcastic, game. I'm normally able to do this flawlessly, but of course, when I'm recording, it's not going smoothly at all. But now we did it. Yay. Please go in the thing. Please go in the thing. Please go in the thing. Go into the thingy. There we go. We go inside here and collect the next spirit orb. And all the spiky things of doom and destruction and death faded away when we completed the shrine. That's considerate of it. So at this point, there are several directions that we could go if you wanted to go explore and things like that. Kakariko Village is going to be this direction. We could also go over there and explore a little bit more of this region. We could go over to the tower over there, because that's probably going to mean that there's another region we can explore in that direction. And there's also a sign over here. Oh, what could it say? What could it say? What is it gonna say? It's just directions. We can go left and go to Kakariko Village, or right and go to Hateno Village. Hateno Village is something that we have not quite heard of yet, but trust me, it's going to be very well worth it when we go to that place. So we go over here, and this pathway, I gotta say, this is something that I always remember fondly whenever I play through this game. So, I played Breath of the Wild pretty much non-stop when it first came out, and I really do mean non-stop. Even when Splatoon 2 came out, I always found myself also going back to Breath of the Wild because it was such an amazing game. I did everything on the Great Plateau on the first night that I got this game, and like... the next day, I played pretty far into the game as well, and I was just exploring on my own pace. And I was really, I remember that night when I finally went to bed after putting the game down. I was really excited, thinking about, oh, what if I go over this direction? But I really should go to Kakariko Village. But I just want to explore and do whatever I want, and that's really the beauty of Breath of the Wild. So I said before that we wouldn't go for side quests, but this one's definitely going to be worth it.
Shalaka! You You can see me?
I can't see you.
Shaloko? Then how are you talking to me, silly boy? Shalaza, shalaza. It's been 100 years since anyone has been able to see me. I'm Histu, and I need your help. Those monsters over there stole my beloved maracas. I think they're still there on the other side of those rocks. I can't use my powers without them, Shoko. So please, please get my maracas back from them. Shashaka!
Hooray for editing, because I died. Normally I try having a smoother transition whenever I need to make a jump cut, but you can kind of see on the map that there's a red X right there, and that's going to stay there forever. So, yeah, that's something that's a little bit on the unfortunate side. But we go over this direction, and something that I have not demonstrated yet is the fact that if you hold on the attack button... Oh my goodness, can I please finish talking about that? Every single time I try to explain that, they attack me and I almost die. What I'm trying to explain is if you do this, you can do all spinny and things like that, and do awesome damage and things like that, and it's exciting. And if you do it with a single-handed weapon, it becomes a spin attack, but if you're out of stamina, then it becomes super weak. Let's try this again. Will you stop it? There we go! That's all I was trying to do. That's all I want for Christmas. Alright, we did it. We did it. We defeated the bad guys, and now we can take over the world. Hestu's maracas. Hestu's beloved maracas. We've been checking them since he was 2 years old. Oh, that's cute. So before we leave this area, I want to point out something real quick. So we can go over here and head to the edge of this cliff. We could go down there, and there's certainly stuff for us to explore if we were to go in that direction. I believe it's mostly Korok seeds, so we're not going to take care of that right now. We can also see a tower off in the distance, which means that there's another region nearby. You can also see the fact that we're on the very edge of the Dueling Peaks region right now. But look over here. We could see what looks like another town. We can see the shrine way off in the distance over there. We might as well mark that on the map right now. But we can also see a very peculiar looking building. This is not Kakariko Village. I'm going to say that right now. This is not Kakariko Village. We will certainly visit that place at some point in the near future. I just wanted to point that right now because whenever I talk to my friends about this game and I point out that, hey, you can see that village from this point, it's like, oh, that's really cool. It really does show that this entire world is connected, and it's just so fun seeing landmarks of other regions in this place.
Shalakala! Those are my maracas! Please give them to me!
Stu is so cute.
Shalalaka! But wait, there's something wrong with my maracas. The Korok seeds inside are gone. How am I supposed to dance now, Shoko? If I had just one Korok seed, I could sing and dance and use my powers to help you. You see, I have the power of inventory expansion, so let me know if you find some Korok seeds. The children of the forest must have taken the Korok seeds from my beloved maracas. I never thought I'd be the target of one of their pranks, Shoko. But wait, do you have a Korok seed? You do? You have a Korok seed from one of the forest children. If you give me just one Korok seed, I'll make your inventory bigger in return. Shalaka! So which trash do you want me more slots in? So this is the big reason why you want to go out of your way to look for Korok seeds. Because if you turn them into Hestu, he can upgrade your weapon stash, your bow stash, or your shield stash. We don't really have a problem right now with our shield or bow. We definitely want to upgrade these at some point in the Let's Play. But we need more slots for weapons. So let's upgrade this. Oh yeah! Shake it, shaka! love Hesto, it's so cute. And I cannot tell you how many times I've seen cosplayers at conventions do that dance. Not that I'm complaining, because it's an adorable dance, but still. This is something that's probably one of the most well-known things about Breath of the Wild. Your weapon stash has been expanded, Shalaka! I still smell Korok seeds on you. Want me to expand your inventory again?
Fast forward!
I need to get back before Grandpa yells at me, Shoko. I'm sorry I have to go, but I still need Korok seeds, so please bring some to the Korok Forest if you find any. Thank you for bringing my maracas back. Once I see you off, I'm going back home to the Korok Forest. Or do you want to talk a little more?
Who are you?
Huh? I suppose I should tell you a little something about myself. My name, Hasty. The most celebrated musician of the Korok Forest, Shalaka! I could tell that was an Iredell. Do you want to talk some more? Korok Forest? It should be somewhere north of here. Grandpa told me if you get lost, follow the Hylia River and continue north. That's what he said, and Grandpa is no liar. And Korok seeds. Korok seeds come from the Korok children there, a little bit... Sorry, I blew out my singing voice. Bye-bye! Alright, we will definitely see a lot more of S2 over the course of our adventure. But now that we're taking care of all that, no more distractions. Except I need to eat something because I cannot listen to that sound again. Or at least not hear Link flashing red whenever he's low on health. That poor birdie! I didn't mean to, birdie! Hope you can forgive me. What do you have to say? Oh, fine then, run away from me. See if I care. Fine, I'll go to Kakariko Village. I'll stop being distracted by every little thing. That's really hard to do when you're playing this game, but still. Come on, Waffles. You can do this, Waffles. There we go. Okay, I need to turn that off. The Sheikah sensor, it's very useful when you don't know where the shrines are. I'm turning it off, though. It annoys me so much. Traveler, I'm sorry, but I seem to have twisted my ankle. Let's see. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. See, Traveler. When did you get that object hanging from your waist? Yes, I see. That Sheikah slate is a symbol. It helps you. It means you are a hero of legend. Though there are few who know of such legends anymore. But we Sheikah have been waiting for you for a very long time. Please, before all else, I must insist that you meet with our leader, Lady Impa. Lady Impa's house is below. Lantern Falls just over there. In any case, it was a real honor to meet you. I suppose you're used to that, having lived as long as you have. You're calling me old? You're calling me old, are you? I don't appreciate that. If Waffles will start moving. Waffles, there we go. Man, this horse does not want to listen. But welcome to Kakariko Village. We've seen this village many times throughout the Zelda series, but it's never actually appeared in one of my Let's Plays on the channel so far. But I have to say, this is easily my favorite version of Kakariko Village in the entire Zelda series. I'm really excited to share my love with this with you. You there! Who are you? How dare you trespass upon Lady Impa's abode? Is that a Sheikah slate? But that would mean you are No, it's not possible. Can it be? Please forgive us for behaving so rudely. Of course, we have heard the legends from Lady Impa herself. Please, friend, go ahead and step inside. Yeah, you better step away. Hey, how you doing? Oh, man! Huh? Is that... It's a Sheikah Slate? Could you be the hero my grandmother told me about? What was his name? It's not that I forgot. It's just... I'm just bad with speaking. As for me, my name is Oh, my name is Paya. Phew, I got it out. I know I shouldn't be able to say that easily, seeing as how it's my own name and all. I'm so sorry. Anyway, my grandmother's been waiting your return ever since I was little. But please, please hurry inside. Ah! Master Link, you're very close to me right now. My grandmother's waiting for you under her boat. Please hurry to her. Is it uncomfortable when I'm this close to you? What if I kiss you?
So, you're finally awake. It has been quite a long time, Link. I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you? Oh,
What is the matter? You're looking at me as though I am a stranger to you. Those eyes, they lack the light of familiarity. It is I, courageous one, Impa. Surely you must at least remember the name Impa. I see. So you have lost your memory. Well, it matters not. In fact, that might actually be a blessing in disguise for the time being. Dear Slink, please come a bit closer.
oh,
100 years ago. Yes, 100 years ago, the kingdom of Hyrule was destroyed. After you fell, Princess Zelda's final wish was to place you in a sacred slumber. And then, all alone she went to face Ganon. Before Princess Zelda went to nobly meet her fate, she entrusted me with some words she wished to say to you. I've been waiting 100 years to deliver the princess's message. However, these words, which the princess risked her life to leave you, well, if you are to hear them, you must be prepared to risk your life as well. But I am afraid that burden may be too much to bear while you are still without your memories. I leave the choice to you. When you feel you are ready to receive the princess's message, return to me. The word that the princess risked her life to impart to you, I cannot pass them on to someone who lacks conviction. Are you prepared to risk your life for the greater good? Huh. Not a memory to your name, yet you are as intent as ever to charge forward, with only courage and justice on your side. You have not changed a bit. Once a hero, always a hero. Very well. Since you have lost your memory, I will recount for you all that has happened.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters posed little threat to the denizens of the realm. The people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land should Calamity Ganon ever return. They constructed 4 mechanical wonders that came to be known as the Divine Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The Divine Beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus, the plan to neutralize Ganon was forged. Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the Divine Beasts unleashed a furious attack upon their terrible foe. And when the hero wielding the sword that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon. Yeah.
100 years ago, in preparation for the foretold revival of Ganon, we strove to follow the lead of our ancestors of 10,000 years prior. But in the end, despite our best efforts and careful planning, we underestimated his power. In order to avoid ever making that grave mistake again, the princess left you these words. Free the 4 divine beasts. The 4 divine beasts are the ancient Sheikah weapons wielded by the 4 champions who Ganon defeated. The divine beast Vavardania, controlled by Daruk of the Goans. The divine beast Valmedo, controlled by Rivali of the Rito. The divine beast Varuta, controlled by Mifa of the Zora. And the divine beast Vanabulis, controlled by Obusa of the Gerudo. It would be extremely ill-advised to face Ganon without the power of the divine beasts to help you. You must infiltrate the divine beasts that were stolen away by Ganon 100 years ago and bring them back to our side. More information about these divine beasts can be found by locating the 4 races scattered across Hyrule. The Sheikah Slate will guide you on your way. You must go where it tells you and meet with each leader there. It seems to me that your Sheikah Slate is not yet complete. The device Princess Zelda left to you is your guide and also your memory. Now let's see. Someone at the research lab in Hateno Village might be able to help you. Hateno Village? The location shining on the eastern edge of Hateno Village. It is a small village, one of very few places that avoided suffering significant damage during the Great Calamity. You are Princess Zelda's only hope, and Hyrule's as well. You cannot turn back now. Follow your heart and seize your destiny.